Three, two, one. Hello guys, Andre here with Wings Mobile Detailing. Finally back. I was supposed to have been back last week. Reason I wasn't is because I recorded a full podcast. It was super nice, but the computer crashed. So I'm back talking about Water Extractor and the topic of detailing, guys. As you probably already know, we talk business and business of detailing. So today we're talking about detailing, specifically water extractors. Stay with the intro.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
Once again, thank you for whoever is continuing to listen to my podcast, guys. And sorry for taking so long to record. Not sorry, because I'm doing this, it's free, so never mind. Difference between water extractors, just to cut right to the chase here, because this is a practical podcast, and I know you guys don't like hearing a lot of introductions. So let's go over the different types of water extractor. Actually, if the best water extractor you can get, and if this is good to be using a water extractor, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. So in my opinion, I have personally used water extractor before. I have people in my team that still uses MIT hot water extractor, and it's a great brand. But I personally did not have much luck with the MIT brand with water extractors before. Now I'm gonna explain why, and also the reasons why I don't like it. Maybe it was just my personal experience. You know, if a lot of people are using the MIT machine, it must be good. It's probably the way I used it that. But one of the reasons I did not like the using a water extractor overall to shampoo seats or floors is because it creates a lot of mess. Then you have to dump the dirty water. You have to keep the machine, and the machine is big to keep inside a mobile van. So I actually, instead of doing that, I actually just started to, and then obviously you have to keep more stuff because you want to have to shampoo and scrub it really well and then rinse it. Although the MIT machines, it does have the hot water extractor that comes out from it, the hot water. So you don't really necessarily have to rinse with a secondary pressure washer or hose. A lot of people hate, me saying rinse with a pressure washer inside the vehicle. Yeah, it can be bad. But the reason I stopped using it and I started shampooing only using steamers is because it was a lot easier for me. Just keep the steamer there, heat it up, and I'm good to go. No dirt. The steamer is smaller too, and it's still cleans it really well. Definitely sanitizes it because it's a hot steam. So you're scrubbing it with a towel. But talking about the MIT extractor, the problems I used to have is it broke on me. The suction started to get really bad. Off the get-go, when I bought the machine, I was expecting the suction of the MIT to be as strong as a vacuum cleaner, as the rigid vacuum that I use, and it was not. I was expecting that, so I was like, oh, okay, but it was still, extracting it really well. I was just expecting a lot more. But the problem that I actually had was 3 months on, it started to break on me. When I was extracting the vacuum cleaner, it starts to spit water back. The dirt water spit back on the carpets. I'm not sure if it was a problem on the pump, if I misused it maybe, because I know you guys cannot use any type of shampoo. You guys cannot use any shampoo that creates a lot of suds. That's what I did, so perhaps that's how I broke the machine, because if you extract the suds, a lot of suds from the shampoo, it's gonna break the machine. If you create suds inside the machine, it's gonna clog up everything, the motor, and then it's gonna break. So you have to have a special type of shampoo that doesn't create suds, that's specifically made for a water extraction. The problem is that usually those types of shampoos doesn't remove stains or clean as well as a shampoo that creates suds. I know there are many different ones. There's spot removal. but usually those do create suds. So you're actually, not using those type of shampoo. But that's the problem I had with the Mighty Water Extractor. Number one, it broke on me. So, and number two was it was a big machine. There was even a bigger version, but I had the smaller type of the Mighty, which was still big. So I decided to just go with the steamer way. Now, what about those cars that I really needed to extract water? Let's say I got flooded cars before, and I didn't have the machine, the Mighty machine water extractor at that time. So what I did instead is I bought the rigid vacuum filter and I made it a wet vac. I just changed the filter inside. That's how you make a wet vac. You have to make sure the vacuum is capable of turning it wet to suck water, but you always have to change the filter inside. So that's what I did. I changed the filter inside and I used the wet vac to extract water from. It was not a lot of vehicles that I needed to extract. It was just a few cars. So I used that, and man, I used the rigid vacuum, 5 horsepower, and that thing is really strong. It'll suck any water. The only problem I had was rinsing it. So I just got water from the hose and spray some water on the carpets just to rinse with the suds so I could extract not pure suds but with the water, because you need some rinsing power there. So, and then you still have to create a mess, because you still gotta dump the water, the dirty water from the inside, and sometimes you have to clean inside the vac. But it's fine. I use it sometimes to extract water. But if you're looking for a good hot water extractor, I would still say Mighty, and I know it can sound kind of like hypocritical for me to say that because I just didn't have much luck. But I say that because perhaps the machine broke on me because I misused it. It doesn't make it a bad machine. It's a bad user. So you can still buy the Mighty. It's a great brand. I mean, everybody's using it, and it's very reputable. It's great. I still have some of my team that has it right now. The Mighty, one of the Wings franchisees. So, and it is great. It's working out well. You just have to be careful with the type of shampoo you use and the other things which was, mentioned, that you have to use those. I know there are different types. If anybody who's listening to this podcast have found a different brand for hot water, and specifically hot water extractor, not just a water extractor, because if it's a water extractor without the hot water coming out, then I might as well just stick with the vacuum cleaner, the wet vacuum, because that's what it is. So if any one of you guys do know or are have experience with a different type of hot water extractor aside from the Mighty brand, please let me know. The way you do let me know, go follow me on Instagram under Wings Mobile Detailing and shoot me a message there. It would be awesome. I'll start a conversation with you if you just shoot me a message related to this, and I'll be glad to have you guys interact. So thank you very much, guys. Subscribe to this podcast. Please do leave a review if you found this helpful. We're going to have a lot more different types of podcasts here under the business side and the detailing side, and a lot more practical and in-depth podcasts. This was a simple one, but we have a lot more in-depth business types of podcasts.